Aquarius, I keep hearing names for you. Rachel, Richard, Evans, Barry, Tina, Tina, Tyler, Tanya, Great Britannia, someone from Britain. But Rachel, Richard, Evans, Barry, definitely keep hearing Brian, Beth, anybody that's got B in their name. I'm also hearing bed and breakfast, looking to big breakfast. So that's Johnny Vaughan, Denise Van Alten. So John or Jalen, Juton, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, or Van, Haley, Henry also. Henry, some of you are a cleaner and you do things around or your partner does, and you're cleaning all the time around hoovering up all the time, and you might do this for a living, or you're just someone that just cleans, constantly clean. Pristine clean. I was hearing Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra, Casano. Some of you might be gambling. I'm also hearing scratch cards or something like that, or some of you might be itching quite a lot or scratching, something that might be going on, so you could have a scratchy, itchy eye. But like, I'm itching quite a lot, okay? I'm itching to get going. Some of you could be a life path 7, Cancerian, and you're just itching to get things going. You're like, I'm very eager to get something started and like talk or something like that, and I'm just very eager to get going now. Some of you have been held back for a while. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Gemini, okay? I'll explain in a second. Held back, you could be dealing with a Pisces, life path 3, and you've been stuck for a little while, maybe with someone or Kim, and now you can get going. So something has happened in your energy, Aquarius, or Leo, okay? Because I read in numerology for all the newcomers, okay? You could be from Newcastle or New Guinea, McGinn, John, I keep hearing John Jays, okay, Jay. Hello, Jay. But don't forget, you can watch this as an Aquarius or a Leo placement because they're both major arcana 8s. And you'll probably pick up a lot of similarities when you follow me in that I read in numbers, okay, according to cards that have the number on it. So Aquarius and Leo both have 8s, okay. So if you're a Leo person, you got no Aquarius in your chart, but I'm doing Aquarian reading, you can also watch it, okay. So Steve, so I'm hearing watch this space, okay. So I'm looking for a new place, a new fish, okay, or a new place, and you're moving and you're considering moving somewhere, and I'm browsing around looking for a new place to live, or I'm replacing one for another, okay, which means that you could be single and you are now looking to be replaced, or you have been replaced by someone, or you're just single. When I say place, you say cod, haddock, fish, place, Piscean, okay. So it might be where I'm looking to get going and I'm really eager to now find my own place or find my own place in the world. If it's a world, that again would be a 3, so that would be Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. But like a world card, so that would be a 3, that might be a Pisces. But in my esoteric head, while I'm channeling before I do your reading, I'm looking at my own place or a new place or a new person. For some of you, it's a fish, because I keep hearing place. Every time I say place, a place is a fish, okay, but it's also somewhere to live. So it's kind of like this, I'm looking at a fish, okay, I might be interested in a Piscean for a lot of you, okay, or you're like me and you've got Aquarius in your chart, but you don't have sorry, because I am doing Aquarian, right, so you could have Aquarius anywhere, okay, but you could be a fish as well, okay. So some of you, it might be fish.com or something like that, or like fishing, catfishing maybe, hopefully not, but like not. There's a huge energy of a hangman within your energy here. Afraid so, afraid not. Okay, so where is this going? Traveling. There is this energy of wanting to get traveling and to get going, okay, and like get in your car. I mean, sorry, but I am doing this myself a lot at the moment because I'm a life path 7. And I love being in my car. So it feels like that you want to travel, okay, and just kind of get out and just kind of like, I just want to get going on a holiday, meet someone, or I have met someone, but I feel like I'm right now able to like get going. So I'm also hearing Cain and Abel. So that would be Gemini, okay, but that would also be like a Cappy person as well, maybe in their chart or your own, okay. Messages for Aquarian. I want to get going now because I have a firm footing. So I'm looking at maybe, not physically looking, when I look down, okay, it's not me looking at a script, I'm just, that's how you channel, right? But like, I'm looking at like a tower moment of a footing. Like I've now got my foot in the door. Okay, so you got multiple messages coming through. Jim Morrison, J or M, any J's or M's in their chart, a name. Could be M, Emily, Melissa, Marie, Michael Jackson, Julie, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. I've got my DAW. Some of you are looking for like making music with someone, or you do make music, and a DAW is like Ableton or Cubase or something like that. So in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. That is kind of like my Gemini esoteric channeled message of like, I'm very busy, I'm always in and then out and then in and then out and then in. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You might have 1 foot in the grave. That would be Scorpio, person that has Scorpio in their chart. 1 foot in the grave. Not saying that you do, but you could have G in your name or something like that. Victor, I'm also in Victoria or Victoria Street. Victoria Cross is something like London, maybe Britain or London. You could be from Britain somewhere, or Luton, love. Someone calls someone love quite a lot. Okay, love, McLovin. Some of you might be looking for an ID or identification. Okay, what's there an identification number? What's your ID? Something like that, IG. Some of you might be talking to someone like on Instagram, or you're on Instagram, on IG, or you're giving your personal details out to people for like clientele. What's her name? The name Clive. Okay, Diane, Dana, Dinah, Susie, Suzanne. But I'm also hearing so that's Suzanne Vega. So you could have V in your name, or Vegas, or Las Vegas. Okay, Las Vegas. You could be from Las Vegas. Okay, or Las. Also people that are from like Sheffield, Manchester, Leeds. The name Lee, Lisa, Linda, Laura. You always come up in here because I always get channeled stuff for like Leo and Aquarian. And I have a lot of clients that are Leo and Aquarians. So I always channel quite a lot for you. Okay, so I'm hearing like Las, Alaska, or Alaska 4. There is something to do with around Scorpio or Aries placements. Okay, place fish here also. Anything that is kind of coming up that isn't just all of this pieces of the puzzle to put together. Heather. Messages that were here were to do with traveling and moving, finding my own place, looking for a house or a home. Okay, transition radios. There's music energy all here. Someone that plays or makes music and does music kind of stuff. It might even be someone that you're talking to, but music is 100% here. Okay, so if you didn't know, I'm a music producer, and I'm kind of doing that competition at the moment where I'll write a rap about you and make music. Okay, so you have to find the video. It's somewhere. Somewhere over the Pisces 10 of Cups card. Birds flying high. So I'm also in Jim Morrison as well. Morrison. Some of you might be working. You work in a supermarket. Okay. I don't know if you have it in America, but in Britain we have a supermarket store called Morrison's. Okay. We have Tesco's, Morrison's, like they just go and buy food and clothes and all sorts of stuff, but it's mainly a food supermarket. So Dale Winton. So some of you could be called Dal or Dale or Darren. Dale, I keep hearing Dale Winton. Whitney, Witten, Mandy Witten, come on down. But like Darren, Danielle, Whitney, Whitson Week, Whittlesey, Whistleblower. I think there was a person that used to be on here called Whistleblower Tarot. Don't know. Some of you might be into doing tarot card readings, or you're a whistleblower. Grassing someone up, maybe. I don't know. Like I'm going to grass you up and whistleblow on you. Blow on it. Candles. Someone's birthday. Do you have like candles or something and you keep blowing on it going, I mean, is it Jeannie or Harrison? But like a genie in the lamp, or blowing on, I mean, is it Danielle? Right, like that. I don't know. And let's like give you a massage or some kind of heat therapy or something. Candles, blowing on something. You might be blowing someone off. I mean, I don't know. Like I would love to blow on that. I would love to go on that. Okay, someone might be kind of like, oh, damn, I would definitely ever go on that. So someone might be like, you know, like some sort of like sexy, kinky, Keely, Casey, Casano, kinky, kitty cat. Some of you have got a cat or a nice pussy, and someone's like, damn, would I ever go on that? That's not riding a cat, trust me, unless you have got a cat or a dog. But why would you want to ever go on it? So it must be a big fucking dog, but like, or a cat. But like, someone could have a big old pussy. I don't know. But like, they're like, oh, damn, would I love to go on that? So that's a guy thinking that. Well, I mean, each to your own. Float your own boat or rub your own boat. I really don't know. But someone be like, God damn, I would ever go on that. So if you're from Britain, you'll definitely know what I mean when you say, God, would I ever go on that? So, and that isn't a go-kart, right? Yeah. So, someone wants to ride someone or something like that, or they want to ride someone, like I would jump up and down on your penis, maybe. I don't know. Trust me, I haven't got a filter, so this isn't for kids, this one. Well, any of mine, really. Don't let your kids listen to my fucking channel here. But like, God, definitely ever go on that, right? So, unless you'll go, what's this blowing? Blowing, is it a candle? Is it like someone's Dana, Ginger? And it seems to me like you live your life like a candle in the wind, never going to the place when the rain come in. But I would have liked to known you when I was just a kid. The candle burned out long before the legend ever did. Marilyn Monroe. So anybody that's got like M in the name, Mandy, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, unless your name's Marilyn or Monroe, but like M, okay, M and M. Some of you might Marshall Mathers, and you're probably, sorry, but I'm making a lot of Marshall Mathers music at the moment. So it's coming up in my own channeled stuff because I have 2 placements of Aquarius in my chart. So something to do with like Marshall Mathers or Marshalls. Something might be to do with around guitars, like looking for a guitar or playing a guitar or an amplifier, okay, for like Marshall. But it could be Marshall Mathers, but it could be like singing, dancing, guitars, music, synthesizer, Cynthia, Sarah, Steve, Sassy, Ivy, Evie, Devi, Evie, Evan from Devon, Devi. Anyway, so something to do with around like Marshalls, Marsha, Remange too, someone from like France, go to France or Spain, something like that. But like Marsha, Marshalls, Melissa. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've really given you any clues to anything, Georgiana, Gina G. You right, Gina? Oh, Gina. Oh, hello, Gina. Hello, Gina. Sorry, I was thinking, who's Gina? Gina. You're right, Gina. Gina G. G'd up in it, blood. Some of you is all that in the blood, innit? Something's in the blood. You might be looking at like blood thinners or blood clots or blood, like, because I'm hearing it's in the blood, but then I'm hearing blood clot or blood clot in it. But like clotted cream. I don't know. Like taking supplements for like blood or something. Like it could be something that's in the blood. That's what they keep saying. Now, whatever that means to you, I don't know. But it could be like warfarin for some of you. It could be a Leo. But like it could be warfarin, okay? Like blood thinning my blood out. I could be thinning out. Some of you might be losing your hair on your barnet here, and I'm thinning out. Or I'm too thin. Some of you might be struggling around eating, and you're probably getting too thin, or you're like me that's trying to get thin. But I'm here, I sort of like slim, shady. So like Sadie, Sano, Casano. But like too thin. Okay, too thin. Toothache. Some of you might work for a dentist or you're going to the dentist. But you're too thin. Your tooth is thin. Someone has a thin tooth. A fine tooth comb. Something to do around someone's hair. Are you dyeing your hair? Or something like that? okay, dyeing my hair this week, and your hair is thin, the veil is thin. Some of you might be picking up like synchronicities, or picking up, I mean, I've picked up loads of numbers since I've been single. Like it normally happens, like when I'm sort of like fucking, you know, gone through whatever, or I'm single, which I am, like I pick up a lot of numbers where it's kind of like saying something is going to happen, blah, 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 and you're picking up on, like, I forget what I've had, 16, 16, 19, 19. I think I had loads yesterday. But like the veil is thin. Thin Livy, thin veil, reveal, Simon Seal, Sea Life Centre, like dolphins or sea life or the sea life. Okay, some of you might be going to like Clacton on Sea, or I mean, I want to go to Brighton, but like it could be from Brighton or like wherever the sea is. Okay, could be someone that has their name Cece. Oh, Cece, hello. Where have you been, Cece? But like I'm like all about the sea life. I want to go and see the sea, or you might live near the sea. Okay, but it's like this urge, like I want to go and see the sea, and I'm all about the sea life. And I want to see your life. It's kind of like I want to go and see someone. Like I want to travel to see them and see what goes on in your life, and see you and say, oh, hello, and I want to see your face, and I want to say hello, and like, hello, I say hello, you say goodbye. So, it could be the Beatles. Sorry if I do that, I have sleep apnea. If I, which I do quite a lot. It is a habit, but it's because I have sleep apnea, destructive sleep apnea. So, I don't know, it's like oxygen. Like I want to get some oxygen and I need to get out. Okay, this is half of my problem, is that I do not have plants in here. I do not have my window open, and I have my curtains closed 24/7 so I can record. And just lately, because we are in year 7, are any of you really feeling like you need to travel or get out quite a lot? If you do, that's because we are now 2023, which means travel or wanting to be outside or wanting to walk or run, forest, cockfrost, but like I want to run to you. So it feels like that I've left someone and I'm now able to like travel, or I want to travel, or I just want to get out the house and I just want to, you know, just go, that kind of stuff. Like a free spirit, like nothing's holding me back now. I can kind of just go and come and go whenever I want. For a lot of you here, you're kind of single. Yeah, single. And you're free to do whatever you want, be whatever you want, baby, right? So it's kind of like, I'm free to do what I want any old time. So it's kind of like, are you free? Yeah, I'm free. Okay, are you available? Yes, I'm free. Okay, are you free to come here whenever you, yeah? Like, you know, it's kind of like this free, I mean, I'm a free spirit, me. I barely ever say no, right? So I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm up for it, baby. Let's get it popping. Let's get going. Let's get things, you know, I'm up for that. If you're up for it, I'm up. So it could be where, like I said, someone asks you to do something and you're like, you know, do you want to do this? And you're like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. Like, you know, yeah, why not? You know, not Pisces. God, my stomach, can you hear it? Yeah, it's like a Piscean energy here. Like, yes, I'm up for that. It could be a meet and greet. I keep meaning to travel because a lot of people have been saying, like, because they come from Britain and stuff, like, I'll come and see you guys. Yeah. I'm thinking about going down south, like London, very soon. Like, you know, if I've got people that I know, I'll travel. But if I like have to go on my own and not meet anybody, I'll probably still go. But like, you know, I kind of want to know people and make it a purpose. Because quite a few people from Britain now keep popping up, you know. Where did I go? Somewhere, fucking outside Birmingham. I went to Birmingham. Fuck, if you're from Britain, don't go east, north, east, south, west. Don't go west. It's better to either go south or north. Okay, south or north. When you go west, east, it's a little bit too much for me, to be honest with you. But like, yeah, I've been travelling all over. I went to Felixstowe. Felixstowe was nice. That was by the sea. Like I said, I went to the other place. I didn't really like it too much there. It's too busy. But it was very poor. Like, I don't know. I don't want to offend people if they were from like Birmingham, but it was just, fuck, there was so much going on. I couldn't think straight. Like, it was so busy. There were people running in front of me in the car, like just like crossing the roads, like smoking marijuana. Like there was loads of road work, so you couldn't get left, and then there was cars all behind you, bibbing you, trying to get in, and I just couldn't get in, right? So feels like that though, that I just want to like go somewhere, right? Yeah. Plane, train, or automobile. Plane, train, or automobile, doesn't matter. But I feel like getting going, right? So, Aquarius, there's your channeled stuff. So you think you can tell? Capricorn and hell, blue skies from pain. I might be going to Spain. Or like Italy or Sicily or Spain or something like that. Take me on a jet plane. Take me away and fucking lose me forever, David. Someone can be from up north. Like, hey, you right there, Steve? From fucking Manchester or Birkenhead. But like, hey, take me now or leave me forever. Would you leave me, Trevor? Okay, but here, there you go, the world card. So you're wanting to get out, travel, date, meet people, talk to people. This is like FaceTime, talking, communicating, someone that's, sounds a little bit like me, but like very good at communicating, like wants to talk to people, wants to get to know people. Okay, could be very common also. Could be Cambridge or London, Cambridge. Okay, Cambridge, I'm giving everybody where I live. Cambridgeshire. Everybody keeps asking, Steve, whereabouts are you? Cambridgeshire. It's not Cambridge. Cambridge is the second capital city of Britain. You got London, second one is Cambridge. Where am I? On the outskirts of Cambridge, in Cambridgeshire. Okay, so we're not quite as posh as the people in Cambridge, and we don't quite talk like that. I could do, but when you get a little bit more shire, you start saying, higher. So you're kind of like, you're right. But anyway, someone is someone's rubbing something here and like banging one out and just saying, they're kind of like looking at that naught cross there and going, holy shit, that's a cross there. So is that like, wow, is it that far to go from there to there? So some of you are traveling, you're kind of like, well, you know, I could go from this X to this X. So I could have an X here, because is it an X? I don't know, I've never really looked at that. But it feels like that, I don't know, some of you might want to go and see an X or someone that you know. But you could probably crossed someone out and you're like, no, not going there. Okay, not going back to my ex. I'm not going back to my ex. I'm not with my ex. I don't want my ex. I'm looking for a different ex, men. But like, I'm basically wanting to go from this place here to this place and travel to see a place. Now this is a place because it is a 3, okay, which means a fish. That's why there's water and there's sea and everything else. So I feel like I want to swim, or David, or like a, how you doing? Like, oh, you're right. Right? So it could be chatting someone up. But again, it's kind of like this magician that's manifesting a whole new world in their life. Okay, wanting to travel and get out. Because this is an end. This is an end of a long, drawn-out piece of string from New Ireland or Idaho. Or a Long Island iced tea. Or someone's very tall. Okay. But like, you know, that's what I'm either doing. Communicating with someone on like the BT internet or something like that, or a net, or Nitty, or Natty, or Natalie. Hello, Natalie. But like the magician is like manifesting travel, basically. Talking online also. Very good communicator. Would be a spiritual person also, like someone that does this, for instance, right? That just is very good at communicating. But for any of you, you might be communicating with this person here. And if you're not and you're on your own, it's more of a, I just want to get going, I just want to get out, okay, travel. So, let's see. Could be moving though, as well, like I want to move, okay, I just want to sell my place and move, okay. Aquarius, we're not having that because I'm not thinking about Aquarius. Aquarius, anything for Aquarius for the next 48 hours, please, for Aquarius. I swapped it, sorry. The first one was the 5 of Cups. This one is the 5 of Swords. Stop watching people online. If you're exes, stop watching me. Okay, sorry, but I am no holds barred. I just say the cards. I'm not being manipulated anymore. Okay, so if you're cross-watching or you're watching anybody online, stop doing it if it's winding you up here, okay? Because if this person here is looking at someone walking off from them and leaving them to go where? Like, well, where are you going to go in life without me? Where will you be in life without me? How would you be able to do this without me? Okay, if this is an X energy of someone leaving an X to go here and having to move, it's because of the mind games, possible manipulation, the sabotage that has sabotaged a relationship. That's why someone wants to move. Okay, now, people that have sabotage or aggression problems, okay, it's over. Like I said, it's up to you. You can either keep arguing, but like I said, I've had this before a lot, right? Steve, you're a narcissist. I don't argue, but Steve, you're a narcissist. Why? Because you left me. Okay, you got back with me, you left me. You got back with me, you split up, you left. So the trust is wrong. It's gone, right? So my question is, if a person wants you back, right, and you've split up, but you've fucking argued, you've told each other that they're narcissistic, they gaslight and they play mind games, right? If there's a female instant, right, that wants the other one back, what you have to ask yourself is, why? Why do you get wound up by watching people moving on with their life? Why? Because if they play mind games and they manipulate and you think that they're narcissistic, then why do you want the person back? Why do you want that? Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of questions that I go up in my head and think, hold on a minute. If X says that I'm narcissistic, controlling, gaslighting by controlling my feelings, by not wanting to be gaslit and had mind games, and I'm kind of like, I can't take this anymore, Dave. I can't take the sabotage in the relationship. Because you think I sabotage things, you sabotage things and I think it's you. You think it's me, I think it's you, and it's like playing a fucking game of cat and mouse. Maybe a Leo. Okay, cat. But like, you know, a game of cat and mouse, right? So, why do you want to reconcile if this means reconcile? Okay. Why do you want to? Right? Because we need to fight of our problems. No. No. Okay. So, let's continue on. Because someone here is watching someone manifest a new beginning, regardless of how you do it. Someone is so dedicated to watching someone have a new start in their life that they might be jealous. I'm jealous of everything that you have. Money, finances, stable, grounded. I've got everything all sorted in my life. I'm now stable. So why do I want to be with someone that makes me insecure, unstable, unloved, unwanted, not wanted? Wanted, dead, not wanted. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Why? Okay. So, let's see. Y'all know my circumstance, I tell the truth. Stupidly, I kind of, I had a panic attack and God knows what else. And I kind of reconciled with an ex and it happened again, 3 days. Danielle, you'll be used to this one, right? Life path 7, life path 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pisces, right? 3. How many times do we argue? Did we argue? Every 3 days. Every 3 days. Is there an argument? Is there an issue? There isn't a big issue. Okay, there wasn't. In my book, in my eyes, there was no issue at all. Never raise a problem with someone and say, look, I've got a right problem with you and I've got an issue. I only ever do that when I get to the point where I'm like, oh, you're playing too many mind games, right? I'm out. I'm fucking not doing it, right? So then when you say, right, I'm not staying around long enough in order to put up with this, and you're out, the other person thinks that you're a controlling piece of shit because you're controlling yourself away from the person. So you're controlling your own emotions. Okay, you control your own emotions. So you start to be able to be free to do what you want. Okay. Let's see. So Never again. No. And I know a lot of you are going to say, Steve, we know all about your karmic situation that you've gone through for a long time. What is it, Steve? Wake up. What was it? What is it? Karmic. Karmic. Because if it wasn't, why would you argue that many times if it wasn't a bad karmic situation? Now, how bad is this? Is it a minor or a major? Like, this is fucking right up in my head, right? So what is it? Karmic. Okay. So let's see. Aquarius. Aquarius. Not the other bitch that's with someone else that's taking my man or woman. They're gone off with their karmic. No. No. Right. So this turned over before I had a chance to pull one. So you've got a female energy here. Okay. I will show you the cards when we go down on me. But it's kind of like this person is looking and wanting, looking after and providing and nurturing and cared for, okay, but wants to know why the person doesn't care for them anymore. I need to know why you don't care about me. Why don't you care about my feelings and my emotions? Why don't you take me into consideration? Okay. Let's see. I can't believe you're having a new beginning and you're doing all of that without me. Let's see. Aquarius, for the next 48 hours, please. Can't make this shit up. The hangman, swinging on a tree. 1, 2, 3. Here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, you could have a life path 3 or the other person does. There could be a new energy here. Like I said, it's up to you guys. Whenever it is that you reconcile with a person, regardless of what you want, the other person has to want the same. They have to, because if they don't, you won't. Okay, so you have to both be on the same page, Elaine, okay, or David, Gray. But let's see. Aquarius for the next 48. Ace of Cups. Could possibly something new, you know. Like I said, if you ever watching tarot and you're like, yeah, but I really want someone new in my life. Well, we'll see what happens with someone new, right? So let's go down. Okay, so can you see? Can you see, Dave? Okay, so let's clarify this show of cards. Show me your money. Someone could be after someone's money, or so what is this 3 of, what's the world here for Aquarius? Why do they have the world? Is a juggler. Juggler going into juggler in the brain or something in the neck here, about someone's neck. Or Nicola, Nicole Kidman, making a decision where to travel for a lot of you. Where do I travel? When do I travel? If I want to go, I'll just go. Okay. Tell me more about the 2 of Pentacles. The Moon. A Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Virgo, or a possible mum here. Okay. What do I do? Well, I'm a mum. Okay. But it could be a water sign here that's really considering, you know, where to go and when, or waiting to get word by someone to say, do you want to come over here? What's the Magician? Is a 2 again. You got huge energies of Libra. Oh dear. 7 of Swords. Oh fucking hell, Dev. I'm filling up. I'm filling up my car and I'm getting the hell out of here. These are just decisions where to go here. Who to communicate with. Like I said, you could be in this cat and mouse situation where you argue more than you get on. That's what I'm saying. If you're split up, you've got to ask yourselves, why the fuck do I want to go back into this? Why do I? Why would I? Why should I? Is it really worth the effort and the time and the fucking everything else that it, you know, is it really worth it? Because if you think the person is, then try. But like I said, you can go through this again. You left me. Why did you leave me? Because of the mind games. Yeah, but you have a problem of like abandoning and running out. No, I have a problem with listening to this shit. Okay, to the demands, to the mind games, to the manipulation, to the complaints, to the quiet behaviour, to the attention seeking, to the sabotage. Why did you leave? Well, it's right on the tin. It's right there. Why did this person leave? Because it was fucking, the communication is whack. Because it was yes, no, no, yeah, kind of, but maybe slow go. Okay, split up, no, go, let's start again, babe. Whoa, stop. Like, it's like, well, it doesn't, hold on a minute. What you're saying doesn't make sense. I keep asking you for a question and you send me a message and I say yes. Okay, so I've got an answer of yes. Right, let's push this to the limit and get that answer of no. And you're like, hold on a minute. If you go back through all the text messages, you'll see that at the beginning I said yes. So why the fuck do you keep making it about you to say no when I said yes? Yes, no, kind of slow, stop, no, go, yes, no. Like, oh, you're too confusing, sweetheart. You're too confusing. I don't get it. Same scenario. Why do I read it? Because it's here, and it was also the one I was in. You ask a question, right? They or you ask a question, right? Would you like to go out tonight? Yes, I really would. Okay. So now let's send you another one and then another one so I can piss you off and get you to the point where you end up having an argument so I can get the person to actually say no again. When they say no or they don't, they're like, no, I said yes. No, you I'm like, right, you're playing mind games now. I told you yes at the beginning or I told you no at the beginning. Like, it's either way. But I went through the same scenario. It's going to piss the person off. You shouldn't be cross-watching and spying. Okay, but like, yes, no. Do you want to go out? Yeah. Okay, do you want me to pick you up tonight? Yeah. Actually, no, don't. What? I thought you wanted me to. No, don't bother. Don't pick me up from work. Pick me up from home. Okay. Do you want me to pick you up from home? Yeah. 10, 15 minutes later, bing. You right? Yeah. Actually, don't bother tonight. I want to stay on my own. What? I thought you wanted me to... Hold on a minute. For a start, you wanted me to pick you up and travel to see you from work, to pick you up from work. Then the next instant you didn't, and then you're kind of like, no, don't bother. And you're kind of like, well, I was on my way. I was planning on doing that. You're like, no, the answer's no now. You're like, so it went from a yes to a no, and then you're kind of like, right, you're playing fucking mind games. I thought you did want to. Well, I did, but then I changed my mind and said no. You're like, all right, fuck, you're too confusing. You're too confusing. Mind games. Communication whack. Out of Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. This is for real. Right. So if any of you are relating to what I went through, do not do this again. Okay, don't go through this again. And if you're going through this, well, I can tell you that after my cycle, it took quite a long time to learn to actually stand up for myself and say, you know what? No, I'm not doing it anymore. Oh, you'll be back. Because you always do. You always end up coming back. So I'm going to wait around for you to come back and watch all the mistakes that you make because I'm the only one for you. You'll never truly leave me because you'll just try something and then I know you'll be back. Right? So that's why they're watching, to see what goes on bad in someone's life, to see if it turns out the way they expected it to turn out, because they think that you are the only one for them here. You could have told each other that you're twin flames and gone through it all not realising that what you actually are karmic soulmates. Soulmates that are supposed to spend so long together that this happens, where you're supposed to leave one another in order to grow and learn and experience other people. Took me a while to get it, right? Because trust me, a false twin flame can be so convincing that you really think that it is, but time proves itself to be a false one. Okay, so let's see. 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands. Can't make it up. Soulmate, twin flame. Okay, so like I tell everybody, I don't do twin flame readings, but I've been on the journey for 17 years. I just don't do twin flame readings. I mention it when they come up, but if you're on a spiritual journey, chances are that you're on one of these right here. But again, what you've done is destroyed the foundation of it. It might be because you won't live with me or you won't move in with me. But why do you think that is? Right? Because trust me, if this can happen when you don't live together, the last fucking thing that you want to do is actually live together. because that ain't going to help. That's like people that say, let's have a baby to make our relationship better. Right? Here. Could be someone that decided not to move in with the person because of the amount of insecurity, insecure, secure, insecure, come, go, backwards, forwards, in, out. The last thing I want to do is leave somewhere that's secure for someone that's insecure. Because this is just going to turn to a pile of shit. Means that you will move in with someone, you will both end up in a house, or you do already and you just can't stand each other here, but you will sell up your place to move in with someone. They will do the same, and then you're in shit. Then you are literally up shit creek without paddle. Because you both live there. So what do you have to have? Half each. So people think, oh, well, we can't because it's the only place I've got to go or live. So do not move in right here. Now, I can't see this being a new person for any of you here. I'm picking up people that are either, one, going through this still, or this is what they've gone through. Because I'm actually not seeing any signs of fucking communication as such. I'm just seeing the energy as it is here. So what is this Queen of Pentacles? Sagittarius or Taurus, blocked here. Not opening up. Now, if you are part of my teaching tier, or the other one as well, I did a video about healing. When you are indicative with a healer, when you connect with someone, you heal, right? When you're with someone that isn't healing you and is just making it worse and worse, you're not actually getting any better. You have to meet a light energy. A light energy meets a light energy, and it spikes, and you build up a rapport and you feel really fucking good. Really good. Why? Because a light worker or an energy of a spiritual person has met you halfway, and they agree that the energy feels really right and really good. So you have a spike in adrenaline, you have a spike in gifts, you start to really manifest certain things in your life because you feel really good. So the algorithm of your, well, when you're in the same synchronicity, goes up. When it goes down and you're blocked, you're not actually healing. When you're single and you're not connecting with anybody, you need a connection to make a positive connection. So that's when you heal. I did a whole video of it for about an hour about true healing. Some people believe in, let's do a load of spiritual fucking, voodoo stuff, or let's do the, whatever way around it is, meditation. I'm not going to tell people that meditation isn't good, because that's you guys believing in whatever you want to. But you cannot get a pure substance of light from a person that is a healer. That is what? Jesus. We are all walking Jesuses, because we walk along our paths, we choose our path, and along the way we pick up disciples, and we pick up soulmates, karmic soulmates, people that believe, people that don't believe, right? So what do? We get judged, executed by exes, blamed, right, for having a certain belief that other people don't. Doesn't fit, doesn't work, So what are you not doing? Healing. Until what? You meet a healer. Okay. So when you meet someone and they open up, you heal each other. When you're blocking each other out, you're actually not healing. Do you get it? Right. But if you want that in depth, then you'll need to join Patreon. Because it's obvious, right? Well, it should be. Whilst you're going through this, you're not actually healing. You're just ripping off the Band-Aid. You're going through it. You're healing, undoing all of the work, going back and forwards from the same person to the same person. And then you undo all of the work that you did healing. And then you get pulled back into Two of Cups kind of energy. You get pulled back. You do it again. You unheal. You do it all again. Why did you feel different about me at the beginning than what you did 3 days later, and now you don't feel the same? Because basically you undone all of the healing, and then you start to feel differently again. The energy becomes very tense and starts to tell you in your intuition that you're not supposed to be with one another. So it pushes you apart. The person pushes you away, pushes you out. Why? An opposition within your chart. Meaning what? We're not supposed to be together. Okay, so what we're not doing? Healing. till when I meet someone new that heals my energy. Okay, gives me a spike in, wow, this feels really good. Yeah. Communication. Ace of Cups. A married person or going into a new relationship. Gemini, Capricorn maybe. Yeah, at a distance. Moving on, traveling, going out, getting out. Now, that's for some of you, okay? But you are, because some of you are leaving this energy behind, blocking it out and doing this now. This is the next 48 hours. A lot of this is what's been going on here, okay? So you're going to have to, Patreon is there for you guys for the weekly reading to find out what happens in your, your week or 2 week ahead. Or Ed or Edwina or Eddie or Berry, Holly, Jodie, Berry. But yeah, I believe that this is kind of what's been going on for a lot of you, and you've kind of like split up, blocked each other out, and now you've got this energy to look forward to in the future, which is traveling, meeting someone, maybe possible signs of a relationship entering in there, communicating, going out, being free, doing what I want, doing all of that, not held back anymore, blah, blah, blah. Now, some of you might just be reconciling with someone and you're kind of going through this, and then it turns really good again and they promise you and they'll work on it and everything else. Do you want to work on this marriage? Do you want to work on this commitment? Because I love you. I think you're worth it. I think you're worth it too. And then give it next week and this happens again. What does that mean? That you're going through something really karmic. Okay? And when does that end? When you have literally pissed each other off that much that you realise that you can't do it anymore. And that means that be quite a few years and sector of your life for you to learn that, until you end up probably my age, which is 47, on your own. And, you think, well, what do I do now? So there you go. That's your next 48, but I believe that there's a bit of past energy there for some of you. So there you go, guys. Thanks very much. And if you really want to support old Stevie baby, it's like YouTube is just not enough. I'm sorry, but it's just not enough. I'll have to put up with that. It's what it is, but it's the people that join the join button or they join Patreon that really does help. If you join Patreon, you get a lot of shit for the shit that you give me. Basically, you get weeklies, monthlies, and teaching videos, but you'll need the silver or gold tier. Gold tier has the teaching videos on, the weeklies and monthlies, and the silver tier just has weeklies and monthlies. Okay, but you get them a day beforehand, you get a full table spread, all clarified, telling what you've got coming up around money, finances, children, arguments, exes, reconciliation, or new people. Okay, that tells you on that, but you will need that link provided below for Patreon. Okay, if not, and you think, well, I can afford $2 or $3, then you might want to join the bronze tier, which is where you just get monthlies. Or you want to join the join button. The join button, you get secret videos over there that I have put over there for some of you. And you get random readings that are thrown over there now and again. It's either a secret video or it's a random reading. And then you also get free 1 question per month, per person, personal reading. I ask you and I make a post and I say, okay, guys, if you haven't had your reading this month, please make sure that you leave your name and your partner's name and your question. And you do that and I make a video with all of your names listed. I put it out only for members only, and then you have to search through the video to find what I said to you, talking to you and giving you your answer with your tarot cards there, okay? And that is the join button. Thank you so join our family. You're so glittery gold fucking stars and shit, and you look really important in the chat, and you look green and blue and God knows what else, and you look really important. And if that matters to you, then join. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. I love you loads, Aquarius, and I'll see you soon.